Hello, how you guys doing today? Welcome to Carbon Caster. Today we'll be showing you how to set up your administrator settings today. First thing first, you want to do is open up any browser from any device you have. You can do this from your tablet, your phone, or your PC. I do recommend your PC the first time around. It does give you a lot more screen room, also a tablet at least. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to type in wave.carbonwave.com in any of your browser windows. It's going to pull you up to the screen that you see present in front of you now. Once you arrived on this screen, this is where you will actually log into your CarbonCast network account. The first thing you want to do is you want to enter your username and password into these slots right here. I have mine's already filled out. You fill that information out. It should be sent to you in your welcome email sent from your hosting provider. Okay, now that we're in to our actual dashboard, this dashboard here is where you can view all your server side stats, access all settings on your network account. You can change your company logo, edit your profile pictures, change passwords, add accounts, and more. The first thing you're going to see is your home interface. Once you step onto the program, you're going to see the home interface. You're going to see a couple options here. First thing to the top left, you're going to see the three white stripes. This right here minimizes your sidebar to the left. You're going to have the account icon, looks like a guy's head. You select that. It just hides the profile picture and name. Minimizes that screen right there. And on the top left right here at the top, this is your company logo, which you can change anytime. We'll be going over that shortly when we go over your settings. Also right here is your profile. Your profile picture is who is logged on into your account. So these are your main options right here, your main navigation, and that's where the home screen where we're located now is located. We have our broadcaster tab. We have our settings tab, which features the system settings and your profile settings. We have the template tab, which features your email templates and your broadcaster templates. Each of these sections we'll be going over. And in the top right corner, not to forget, this is how you log out of your account. Make sure you log out of your account when you're leaving your screen. And this middle box right here is your interface settings. You can choose your themed colors, layouts, and more from right here. These are pretty cool. You can change those. And this box right here is to go full screen. If you ever want to go full screen, you want to take everything off the window, that's how you will do that feature right there. To get back to the window so you can see your borders, you just simply press escape. So now we're back here on this menu here. There's a couple things here that show you quite a few pieces of information that will be valuable to you. First thing first, you have your broadcasters right here where you see the sound icon, and the 0 will represent how many broadcaster accounts that you have created. Next to it, you see the server icon. This is gonna break down all your server information, how much uptime, and how many days have the server actually been up. Here in the middle left box, you're gonna see your current listeners. Current listeners will be available, shown to you from all your different broadcasters that are actually active at the time. You have your current bandwidth. This current bandwidth will show your inbound and outbound kilobytes per second at any given time. Next, you have your CPU load. This is controlled by the hosting provider. It does show you how much the load of the computer is, or your server is occupied. Also, it's going to explain which type server you are running. Your memory usage is going to show you how much of the memory is being used up in your cache. This is emptied by the hosting provider also, around every 30 minutes. Next is your disk usage. Disk usage showed you obviously how much megabytes or gigs you do have available to you for storage. So the first thing first, after you see all your options, all your navigation, this first menu, the first thing you're going to want to do is create an account. So you want to go to your profile. First thing, when you create your profile, you want to change your user picture, which is located right here. You simply press the browse and you'll go into the files on your computer. You simply select the image that you would like and it will appear there. So we just pick any picture here. It will go right there. Your name, I will simply enter my name. Your email address, where you want to be contacted. Your current password. The current password that was given you in the welcome email is what you will place here. You will only place this here if you want to actually create a new password. So you fill out your current password with the password you last had. You type in your new password, type in a new password again, and press save. You only do that if you want to change your password, to change your picture, your name, or your email. You can simply change the option and press save. Next step you want to go over is your settings and your system settings. This is where you will locate your company logo. You simply do the same thing. Press browse, select the icon of your choice, and it will appear above. Company favicon will do the same thing. It will be located in the top left right here. That is your favicon. Your company name, you'll type in your company name of your choice, and you'll also choose the language. There's many languages we do have that is compatible with our service. Next we have the SMTP server settings. SMTP server settings, this information will come from your email provider. And it's also an optional step if you would like to send emails directly from the interface. So the options here, the SMT server, SMT port, SMTP username, SMTP password, and the sender address will all be information coming from your email provider. If you want to enable TLS or enable SSL, these are also features that will be guided to you directly from your hosting provider. If we are your hosting provider for your emails, you will receive that also in a welcome email. So the next thing we're going to look at is templates. Templates here, we're going to go down to templates and go down to email templates. Email templates let you control what emails are sent out to your consumers and give them certain pieces of information. The first thing you're going to select is the type of email you would like to send. You will copy and paste this information and send this off to your consumers. So what you can do is you can type, you have streaming accounts, password reset instructions, account reinstated. You can edit all these and save these inside your server, that they are automatically generated when certain commands happen. These emails are sent out to your consumers or any account you have. The subject, you type this just like any other email. You type the subject. Body, this is the body of the email where you will actually compose your actual letter. And down we have macros. These are short codes. If you would like to display any piece of information on the email that is not already on there, You'll copy and paste this and put this anywhere onto the body of the email, and it will display the current information regarding the consumer. Any changes here, you just press simply save. You can edit it as HTML also and paste as HTML wherever you please. Next here we do have templates for broadcasters. So what these templates are templates that you can create. So when you want to create broadcasters accounts, you don't have to fill all the information out every single time. You can create a template to automatically fill the information out for you. First thing you would do is create the name of the template. You can choose the server type. At Carboncaster, we suggest Shoutcast Server 2. You restrict how many radio channel limits they have, how many listeners. You choose the maximum bit rate. We do have unlimited bit rate with Carboncaster, so it is up to you. Disk quota, how large the disk is and how much memory they're able to store, and how much actual traffic they actually can get to their station. These are all customizable in your broadcaster options. You can also restrict or allow YouTube streaming. This right here does take high CPU load. Talk to your hosting provider before this option is selected. So once these are all selected right here, you can just simply press save. We're going to type one simple here. This is our test template. We're just going to limit them to 3 stations, 2 limits, and let's just say 1,000 people just for the sake of it. Once you press save, here you will have your template here. And this will automatically select all the options that you have done before. So now, adding an actual broadcaster. This option allows you to create and monitor and edit your stations. So the first thing first, you want to scroll to your broadcasters and select add new broadcaster. So there's going to be a few pieces of information to fill out here. First things first, you're going to type the username. This is the name of the user will log in with for the radio station. Then you'll type in the actual station name. Once you typed in the station name, you want to put the website URL if you have one, the email address, and you want to type in the password twice for confirmation. So you're going to type it in password and password again. You're going to type that also here. And then here you can restrict auto DJ. You can enable this, the automation feature. And also the server type. Server type you can choose here from Shoutcast and iCast. Like we said, we recommend Shoutcast too. Here you can do the web interface port. You can select this option if someone wants a direct port, or if you want to line them up, or you can assign this automatically. We suggest automatically if you're not writing your ports down. Also IceCast, streaming port, and your port range. All those things will be assigned automatically, only due for expert settings. And just like on the template, you can allow YouTube streaming, high CPU load. Make sure you talk to your hosting provider before this option is selected. And down here, you can select an actual template. So if you want to skip all that information, you'll simply press test template and will actually fill the rest of the information out for you. So we're going to use test template, but we want to use Shoutcast. So what I would do is connect things right now. So have my username. Sorry there. We're gonna type my .com, and we're just gonna use one of my emails. We're gonna put our password in. Once that's done, you can simply press save. Once this is being saved, oh, I'm sorry, I already have this name before. So make sure you don't name it something already. You can't name it the same thing as your reseller account also. So remember that. So once this is saved, it will start being created. It will take a few moments for the account to be created. So we're going to wait here and go over a couple options while this is being created. Now that this is being created, it's going to fill in some couple options in the broadcaster account. It tells you the date it was set up, the username of the client or the username of the account, the email address, the station name, the account status, how many radio stations have been used and how many radio stations are available, how many listeners are available, how many listeners are actually listening, traffic available, how much traffic is being used, disk available, and how much of the disk is being used. So what you want to do is for it to refresh, just click here and click off. So now the account is actually running. Now that account is actually running, what you want to do is actually go into your broadcaster account, and this blue box right here is the way you will access that. Before we access that, we want to check a couple other buttons here. This right here is how you will go back and edit the settings that you made before, so you can revise anything. Now you can see that our server is on. Here you can suspend an account. That yellow lock suspends the account. Trash can is delete. Only do that when you want it gone. And this last red bin box right here is actually to backup. So you can back up now all the information of this server or radio station here, or you can put on auto backups. You can back this up daily or weekly. This is only suggested if you have a large amount of data. It will save, and once it is backed up, you will have to need it deleted after that. So what we're going to do is, now that everything is on, we're going to actually log directly into our account. It's just loading up here. The first thing you're going to see when you log into this account is your broadcaster screen. This screen lets you control all the major functions that will be handled here from the station. So this is very good. It lets you create stations, and it lets you create more channels. When I say create stations, if you do have a limit of how many stations you one station can have, we'll show you some options how to add more directly under the broadcaster account. You can view your stats, you can edit track requests, you can see all your widgets, your jingles, DJs and relays, schedule things all through this interface. So the first thing first, we're gonna start off in our home tab, and we're gonna be at main. From the main menu, you have a top left blue box, kind of the same of the other menu. It minimizes the sidebar. Here will be your station name. Right now it's default as online radio, so you change it. When you click this, your station name with the drop down arrow, you can add a new server. Adding a new server here will also be the same thing as edit. So what you would do here, you can rate the title of it, the music genre, the web address, and the description of the server. So that's how you create another station under your former station. This is allowed through the broadcaster level and on the administrator's level, depending on what settings you put. Here is where you can stop and also start the server. This server will be naturally started once the account is activated. You can stop if you have any emergencies or any other reason. Next to it will be edit. You can actually edit the account settings and edit your server details. So this, when pressing edit, it will edit the current station that is listed above. So you do fill this out: your title, your genre, URL address, and description. Over here you will see the clock of what time it is. It is in military time, so it's 24-hour block. And also above that is log out. Log out anytime you're into an account and leaving the computer. Also tell the same thing to your clients. Here you will see your recent tracks. It will show you all tracks that have been played in the past. Listener statistics. This is very simple here. Listener statistics will show you everyone that is listening by the hours, by the days, and the weeks. This information is up to the minute. Down here where it shows you all channels of this radio server, the first channel is already created for you from the options. Here you can see your online, how many megabits you're broadcasting at, the format, how many people are listening to your broadcast right now. So what we're going to do is add one here. When we're adding one, we're adding your channels here. The bit rate is something you can edit. You can go from 24 kilobytes to 320 kilobytes. All these are optional. Listeners, you can go all the way down to 5 listeners and go up to 10,000. The server type we went over. Shoutcast 2 is what we recommend. Audio coding format, switch from MP3 AAC to FLAC. Most people do accept MP3. We recommend that. Going into the advanced settings, you can choose to set your stream public or private. Clicking this makes it public, and it does give people access to it from other dictionaries. Enable the port 80 proxer. This is for people that have firewalls, listen to music at work and things like that. If you enable this, they'll be able to listen to it behind their firewalls using the port 80 proxy. YouTube. So the YouTube option here is stream logo. So that's basically going to be the logo of your station. This will be what they'll actually see on the YouTube screen. Your server URL and stream key will all be accessed by YouTube. YouTube will give you the following information. You insert it here and type enable, and you add that channel, and now stream live directly to your YouTube. Same thing here. You can get from those options by clicking edit, and you can edit that any given station at that given time. So just do it. Add right there. There you go. Here we have stats. Here you can see your statistics of any given time, and these options, you'll simply click this and you'll log in. This login information you can find in your settings, which we'll go over later. Admin. This admin settings right here also will let you sign into your admin portion of your Shoutcast or iCast server. Just give you the options to play, and to get into these locked areas, there's also going to be the same login information with your statistics. Here, you can remove the given channel and you can refresh so you make sure you're getting all the latest statistics. Next, we're going to move on to your listener's world map. This is pretty straightforward. The listener's world map here will show you everyone that is currently listening in the world. You can zoom in and see who's listening. Right now, we have somebody from Romania that's happening to be tuning in right now in Romania. You can click here to get more details. Been listening about 5 minutes. I don't know exactly what they're listening to at this time. We haven't been up, but they're waiting already. That's what I mean by the online dictionaries. You automatically put into these dictionaries. Just make sure you fill out the information good. So, track request. Track request will show you tracks that are requested that are in queue. You can see the track, the owner of the track who actually requested it, a message they sent, their IP address, and the current status of it. Is it next, or how many times have it came up? Is it available or not? And over here, you can actually choose which tracks out of your files are requestable or not requestable. Some people use this if some songs are longer or are done at certain times. Also, you may want to not put your tracks requestable if they are episodes. That's another reason you don't want people, selecting an hour podcast during your radio broadcast in the middle of the day when you're playing music. So think about that option. Next, we have top tracks. Top tracks here is going to show you the best performing tracks and the worst performing tracks. You can easily reset the stats. The track tells you the name, the rating, shows you how highly it is rated, and votes is going to show you how many votes were given on it. And the voting system is through a widget which we'll show to you later. Your track statistics. Track statistics, you can select a date and a range of how many times a certain track was played out at any given time. This also does give you an Excel spreadsheet that this can be actually exported out to an Excel sheet onto your computer to download once the information is imported. So that's it for the home tab. We're going to move on to playlist. Playlist is where actual all your files are saved. So the temporary or default file is all music. All music is connected to your auto DJ system or automated system. This is the default system. Whatever songs that you do actually download or upload to the server are actually located here. So the duration here, it shows you how long, how many minutes and seconds of music you have. You can shuffle, so make sure it goes in by shuffle. You can rename the playlist. You can add files to the playlist. You can start broadcasting this playlist at any given time. You can copy the playlist, and you can export the playlist to an Excel spreadsheet for M3U. So what we want to do is, if you want to create your own, you will simply press new playlist. Once you select new playlist, it will take you to a screen where you can enter the title, enter do you want it shuffle, and you can import an M3U playlist. This is optional for advanced users that uses players or audio editors. So now once a playlist is added, it's going to put something simple like new playlist. Once this is added here, you will be able to add files. You click the plus symbol to add files. You can either drag and drop files over here, or you can simply press upload. When you press upload, it uploads the track. So we're gonna find some music here so you can find just a simple song for. We're gonna go, I guess, 21 Savage, Air It Out. Once you upload it, it will stick here. It will tell you what the song is. Air It Out, featuring Young Nudy. You can put how many tracks as you want here, and you will click upload. Now, once you click upload, you will see it begin to start loading up the file. Once the file was uploaded, you will see it being processed over here by the server. If we go back to playlist, you want to go here. After a while, after it's done processing, you would notice the song will begin to play. So we're going to click shuffle to make the song shuffle in order. So when we go to main, the song will also start to play here. We just give the song some time to process on the server. While we're doing this, we're going to move over to DJs. So the DJ feature, you default have an auto DJ here if you enable the auto DJ on the sync on your account.